Hello, welcome again to another English class. In this opportunity, we will continuing with the relative clauses, but in this case, we will see as whose. We're going to use whose as a possessive relative pronoun in relative clauses. And the main idea is that we have this structure and we will explain step by step. First of all, in this sentence we have a noun, then we have the possessive relative pronoun, and then we have the relative clause. Okay, when I read, this is the woman, I am talking about someone, then I have in the relative clause the idea which is children study with me. So I have to use whose in order to connect this, which is the main clause or the main idea, with the relative clause. So whose is the one that connects the whole idea. So now let's read the whole sentence. This is the woman whose children study with me. I can say this sentence in another way. This is the woman's children who study with me is another way to say this sentence. But when we use whose, we omit who and we use whose as you see in the sentence. This is the woman. We are like pointing the woman and making this idea in a way that people has to understand that she is the one who has children that started with someone. Take a look. This is the woman whose children study with me. Let's read three more examples. These are the people. So we are focused people. Okay, there are people, and then we use the possessive relative pronoun to connect again. These are the people whose party was last week. So these people had a party last week. So just pretend we see these people in some place. So we want to talk about these people in order to connect where we've seen these people before. So that's why we use this possessive relative pronoun to connect these people with something that relay them, something that connects not two ideas, but at least something that you can like remind where you have seen these people before. These are the people whose party was last week. Okay, and the second example says, the dog whose owner lives next door is over there. Another thing, we're talking about the dog, and we want to relate the dog with someone. Okay, so when you see the dog, you remember who's the owner. So that's why we use whose to connect the dog with the owner. And we have some information like lives next door, and it says is over there. Like when you see the dog and you see the owner of the dog, you relate it that this guy lives or is in some place. Okay, the dog whose owner lives next door is over there. And the last one, the little girl whose doll was lost is sad. In this example, we're talking about a little girl, and it's very sad, and we just want to know why is she sad. That's why we use sad, whose to connect the reason she is sad. And the reason is because she lost her doll. And that's why we read the sentence like this. The little girl whose doll was lost is sad. Okay, in this case, is how we use whose in relative clauses to connect the subject on the main clause with the possessive relative pronoun in a relative clause. Okay, bye-bye.